Hello, so I see you've passed phase 1 of the business writing unit, but there's phase 2, of course, to follow. And I mentioned this a little bit, but you guys are going to write a letter of compliment or complaint. And so you can be a Karen, that's a terrible moniker, or a Cody, I guess is the other moniker. And you can write a letter of compliment or complaint. So this is just an old letter that I wrote, a really old letter. Every year I add a new letter to my repertoire of letters of compliments and complaints. The first thing you need is the date. I would suggest to use Times New Roman or 12-point font. And you don't want to use some sort of flowery script because it looks foolish. Like like you want these people to respect you, darn it. So I love to roller skate. I don't want you to judge me. You already judged me, but I have like 3 pairs of roller skates and each pair costs over $1,000. So yeah, I'll see you at the roll arena. Let me see your moves. I'll meet you there when the pandemic is over. I do not want to skate with a mask on. So let's be there when we all get our shots together. And we'll do a couple skate just as friends, I'm taken. But we wrote, well, basically I was dreaming of these roller skates, and they were purple crocodile. And I had saved up gift cards for like 3 years because you don't just go buy a pair of $1,000 roller skates. You have them custom made to your foot by this company called Rydell. It's like I'm as serious as like an ice skater is, okay, about my stuff. So basically you can look at this as you want, but I put, let's see, the first thing I need is that, and since I know that this letter is to Rydell customer service department, I might even add that up here. But so I might say, oops, I changed my letter. Every year I'm always updating it. So this place is in Minnesota. And basically they discontinued this purple crocodile leather after I had already ordered and paid for the skates. So in paragraph 1, I kind of talked to them about the problem. Paragraph 2, I kind of, like, you can tell how paragraph 1, I kind of gave them some backstory. What is this reline? Well, the reline means regarding. Like, this is regarding the skate order that I placed on 1/8. This address is important. Okay, guys, so if you need to fake an address, you totally can do it. And then this dear customer service department, if I actually knew the person, I would write that. But since I don't know the person, I would just write dear customer service department representative. That would probably be best. Okay, so sorry, this is going really slow because of the school Wi-Fi. So paragraph 1 and 2 kind of detail the problems or like the situation. Now, if I was writing a letter of compliment, I might kind of just give some backstory to how great my experience was. Paragraph 3 might kind of get into the problem a little bit more. Like, I got really specific because this actually happened to me. Paragraph 4 is going to be your request paragraph. So we're kind of looking at the same things as we were looking at earlier. We are looking for tone. We are looking for, we wanted to make sure that it's appropriate and that it's kind, And sometimes when things happen that make you angry, it takes you a little while to calm down. But if you can channel that angry emotion into a letter that is respectfully written and honest, but also friendly, then you could probably get something that you like. So all I'm requesting in my letter is that I need to either have my skates made in the laminate purple crocodile, which I never got, or if they could send me, some of their leather samples, that would be really nice. And since this is so long ago, this is my old name. So I leave I want to have thank you for your consideration. I want to say kindly submitted, Mrs. Stevens. Okay, so that's one letter you could write. And let me go into my drive and let's see. I either wrote to Kanye West. Let's go to Kanye. I've heard that Kanye is having some marital difficulties, guys. Yikes. So I really don't want to mention that, but I know he's been down and I want to send him a nice letter. Okay, so this is my letter of compliment. I really hate complaining because coming from a leadership role here as a teacher, I cannot bear when someone complains because I'm like, I know how much goes into like a production, you know? Okay, so our goal here is to write a letter. Look at this silly. So obviously I'm not planning on sending this. And I'm going to write a new one this year because I always write a new one, but this was last year, I guess. And I might have written to Leonardo DiCaprio. This is actually Kanye West Foundation. So I found an address that I could actually send this to. So let me just show you the formatting of this letter one more time. I'm also going to share several other links to letters that you guys can read and see on Canvas. So you can kind of follow this formatting. Formatting is important for business letters. Think about it like this. When you walk into a restaurant, you know how to behave based on what kind of restaurant it is. Like if it's Texas Roadhouse, you can expect someone to lasso you over, get you a table within, 20 minutes, give you some rolls, give you some time to look over the menu, and then a waitress or waiter will appear and the server will take your order, and then within 20 minutes they should bring you a steak. And then you pay at the table or you pay, your server, and that's what you expect. So when you receive a business letter or a business email, you expect this formatting. Now, you don't expect it to be purple. I'll tell you why it's purple right now. Part of life, guys, is looking the part. And then the rest is hopefully like you have the values and qualities and hard work that will determine the rest. But so we first have the address. We have who the person is you're addressing it to. Please address it as Mr. or Mrs. And if you're not sure, might be like customer service representative or like general manager. If you're not sure, you can email me and I'll try to help you. Here's our address. Remember, the regarding letter should show like what you're going to be talking about in the letter. Now, this is my draft. That's why it's purple. In paragraph 1, I tell about how I am also going to be turning 39 in another year, and how this is a little bit old. Sorry, I'm 37. But I talk about like how looking at his biography made me consider my own life, and am I reaching as many people as I could? Am I being as prolific as I can? Paragraph 2 and 3 are just talked about how it must have been amazing to be a writer at age 5, at age 9. It's inspiring that he has helped African-American kids all over America. His career, everything he touches is golden, So I also talked to him about how it inspired me, how he came out with his addiction problems. So if you don't know about Kanye West, this is really interesting. He got addicted to pain pills because he had a fat reduction surgery, and that's really painful. And he got addicted to pain pills because of that. Now, do I want to really mention that to him? No, but it is out there on the internet. So I kind of tried to talk about that delicately. So that's important in your email. You don't want to be like, I don't want to mention his divorce really because that's probably hurtful. But what I do want to emphasize is how he overcame that. How he overcame, being a poor kid in Chicago. How he donated to veterans because he knew what they were suffering with their depression and everything. Another paragraph is talking about, let's see, second to last paragraph maybe talks about how I admire his honesty, even though sometimes when he makes decisions in the moment, it's a bit shocking. And then my final request will be in the final paragraph. And for this letter, I want to request an autograph photo. If you'll notice, I tab over several times. And since I'm not actually going to send this, I use a fake name. And I would like you guys to use a fake name too. When you submit this, I will know who you are, but your peer editor will not. And there will be a rubric to go along with this. I will post it. You want to have a couple of spaces here. Unfortunately, I can't show you here, but I would sign right here. So this is going to be your fake name. Please have fun with that and make sure it's appropriate and everything for school. And if you don't know that much about a celebrity, this would be the time where it'd be okay to look on Wikipedia and find out a little bit more about their life. So this is like completely creative. Make up the address if you want to, if you're not really going to send it. But I actually could send this. And this year I will come up with a new person to write to. I know I've written to Leo before, so I wonder who's next. You never know. But I was saying, I've seen so many letters written to Chick-fil-A about compliments. So that's another great place to write a letter to. So I will post this and then you're going to submit it and you're going to have a day or so to edit somebody else's letter. You might actually be editing two people's letters. That's why it's very important that you do not put your name on this first draft. Okay. See you very soon, hopefully. Oops, well, I'll keep my mask on and everything.